What up, guys? I'm gonna be doing another movie review. It feels a little late because this movie came out a few days ago, but I feel like a lot of people missed out on it. Um, and honestly, I don't know why. I don't know what didn't resonate with people about this movie or the trailers or what, but I feel like it should have been watched by a lot more people. It should have done a lot better. I mean, it has a great cast, so I don't understand what happened. But I mean, check out the cast: Channing Tatum, Adam Driver, Hilary Swank, Sebastian Stan, Daniel Craig, Katie Holmes, Jack Quaid, Dwight Yoakam, the country singer. It's a great cast. It's directed by Steven Soderbergh, who like had retired and he came back, but it's like rated 93 on Rotten Tomatoes. I honestly don't understand what didn't resonate with people because it's a great movie. It mirrors a lot of Ocean's 11 like themes and stuff, but I don't know. I don't get what didn't click with people. It's a great movie. If you guys want to check out a movie this weekend, I think you guys should check out Logan Lucky. Maybe just because it went up against Annabelle and people like scary movies, or but I mean, this is it's a great comedy. It's a good I would say like thriller. Like I don't know. It's kind of like in the Ocean's 11 crime drama. Yeah, family. Um, at the end of the movie, it kind of makes a fun of itself, calling itself um, Ocean 7-Eleven. I thought that was funny. I thought like that's exactly what it is. When I was watching the movie, I felt like, oh, this is Ocean's 11. Kind of meets like a Coen Brothers movie, just not the characters or like the snappy dialogue, but a lot of like that southern midwestern charm. Like the whole movie has it. Like really, it has like this real southern charm to the whole thing. Um, and yeah, I don't know. Like there's like something like great about like men down on their luck, just trying to be providers or just be good dads, and that's what Channing Tatum's like character really is. He used to be like this football hero, football star who like blew his knee out like Johnny Utah and lost it all and basically becomes like a fucking coal miner or like a miner or a construction worker, like a day laborer to provide for himself and for his daughter. And unfortunately, because of his knee, he gets fired and it's hard for him to find work. And, that's something, a theme a lot of people could relate to, I understand. Like, um, and yeah, and then his brother is like a veteran who lost his arm in Afghanistan after serving 4 tours. You know what I mean? So it's like they believe that it's like a family curse, right? One of the brothers does. Um, like bad stuff is just meant to happen to that family. So they set out to make their own luck. They're gonna rob NASCAR. They're gonna rob like the Motor Speedway. And I mean the premise alone of like two brothers, they're gonna go and get some other guy, which is Daniel Craig's character, who's like fucking hilarious and wonderful, by the way, to rob to rob NASCAR. That's a great premise, um, and the movie delivers. Like it's funny. They're like genuinely funny. Channing Tatum's like a great act. He's like really good in this. Like I believe he's like this southern dad who's like pulling himself up by the bootstraps and doing whatever he can to provide for his daughter, who's wonderful in the movie. Like the girl that plays his daughter is great. She like does like the pageants and stuff. And there's this scene like the movie starts with like them talking about John Denver and talking about like this John Denver song and how like it was created while he's working on his truck. Like there's nothing like more American than a guy working on his Ford while his daughter's like, oh, do you need a screwdriver? Is that like a flat or a cross? And boom. And like, like she's just handing him the stuff and he's talking to her and they're going back and forth talking about this John Denver song. And then later on they pay that off by like, she's in the pageants, like the little Miss Universe pageants, like the little girl pageants. And she has to perform, like she has to do a performance and she's going to do Rihanna. But as she's like her dad had missed a few of her performances or her practices like weeks before, but when she sees him get there, she like calls an audible. She's like, you know what? I'm not gonna do Rihanna. She stands up and she does Coming Home by John Denver, like that, like West Virginia, like as she starts, she's like crackling, but like then like I feel like shit. I thought the audience in the movie theater was gonna start singing because it's like it's one of those songs that everyone knows. They just know the words. They just like they know the tempo of the song, and it's like a super catchy song, and it was so great. Like it's like that ending of Little Miss Sunshine where like she does and then she comes up it's like to Super Freak. It's like sort of like that where it's like like in the third act where the little girl sees her dad and then she just starts singing coming home. I don't know. It was so well done. I felt like honestly like people were like nodding their heads and like feeling the music, and it worked on the screen as like it worked on a personal level. Like finally he's like the dad that gets to be there for the daughter, which is like all he was trying to be after being like this fallen football star. I don't know, that was a great scene. um Daniel Craig had a lot of great scenes as well, like Adam Driver. Like collectively it was a great cast. It is a great cast. I mean, like a lot it I feel like this movie does parallel Ocean's 11 a lot, because like Ocean's 11 has Scott Caan and Casey Affleck to like create this just like comedic relief, right? Like this, like like they have a lot of like little comedic moments, as like these two people like competing against each other. Over here, there's like these two redneck brothers who are brothers to Daniel Craig's character, like Joe the Bomber or whatever. And they have a lot of really funny comedic moments, and like those kind of mirror each other. But Daniel Craig, the like how he creates this bomb and like how it cuts to him explaining the science behind it all, like it was really like a really well done scene. The one actor, which it kind of sucks because I feel like Seth MacFarlane can carry a movie, like maybe like the because like Ted is so rewatchable, like he directed that, and like Ted 2, like those movies are just really well made and they're like really funny comedies or whatever. But the Once Upon a Time in the West, I mean, it wasn't like his fault, but whatever. Like that wasn't his best, but I feel like he can carry a movie. Like, and his new show, that Orville show, where he kind of plays the Star Trek stuff, or like kind of like there's a parody of it. I think looks funny. So when he came out, with like a Jerry curl and like he just there was parts of the movie where he had like an accent, and then it goes into Stewie, and then it goes back to the accent. I don't know. He didn't work for me. I thought like oh man, like in the Ocean's 11 movies, he was able to get like Bernie Mac, Carl Reiner, like really really great character actors or comedic actors that I felt like because I felt like oh there's like a Coen brother movie, like one of that role would have been really well done, but like a John Goodman or someone, I don't know. I just maybe Seth MacFarlane would have just played himself, or not himself, like just done his voice instead of going for an accent. I thought that it would have been done way better, or maybe not the Jerry curl. I don't know. There's some like if he gets punched twice in the face, and I mean when you watch that character gets like deserves to get punched in the face, and like his voice and the accent, you want him to get punched in the face, so that makes sense. It just like it didn't work. It just felt like the world they were setting up in this. He just felt like so out of place. So I don't know. Besides that, like I don't know what else to say about the movie. It's really well done. Like I wouldn't tell you like oh like there's great like it's not like Baby Driver with like the crazy stylized chases and stuff. It's more like Ocean's 11, like of how they're gonna do it, and they get right into it. Like that's the thing where it's like it's awful. It's that's the one part in the pacing where I was like, wait, what? Now we're in the heist. Like it's just gonna we're gonna just go there. Um, so yeah, that was like the structure of it where it was kind of weird, where it's like this guy's lost his job, but then boom, he's just gonna go right into it. They don't explain like, hey, these guys have robbed before, or like they've been in jail before, or they're part of this life. Nope, nope. They no need to explain. They just like we're gonna do this, and then they just do it. But everyone like Katie Holmes was good, Sebastian Stan, everyone. It was funny. It was great. It was a good story, and I feel like if people don't watch it in theaters, when they do eventually watch it on Netflix or HBO or Stars or wherever the fuck people watch it, I feel like they're really gonna enjoy it, and it's gonna be one of those movies that become like, yo, have you seen this movie? Like later on in the water cooler, or like, it's just gonna be like one of those great like cable movies when it comes on. Like Ocean's 11 became. Ocean's 11's on. You're like, oh shit, Brad Pitt, George Clooney. It's gonna be like Channing Tatum, Adam Driver. Fuck it, I'll watch it. And I think that's what this movie really is. And I hope more people watch it because it's really funny and really good. And yeah, all right, thank you guys for watching. That was my review. Sorry if I ranted a little bit. But yeah, thank you.